Greetings to all of you. I'm meteorologist Jim Caldwell, as the little name badge there says. Um, the sky's not perfect behind me because I've got a chair behind me, and then I've got the green behind me, and it doesn't work out. So you're going to see weird shadows like this because I don't have my lighting just right. But anyway, it's good to see you all. And the reason I'm jumping on here tonight is I'm not going to be in the station for the next couple of days. So I thought, why not? Let's talk about weather. Let's get that going. So that's what we're doing here. I mean, we're going to have a good time with it because we got some more stuff coming our way here that's going to change up things a little bit. Now, it's not that it's going to be a great thing. It's just going to be try again, and there might be some record low potential again, especially in the morning. If you've been out in the past few minutes, you already know this. You already know that it is chilly out there this evening, and it was really cold out this morning as well, with record low showing up. So we could certainly get back down to that level again into the early morning hours. So that's what we're watching. Okay. Some chilly stuff and a whole lot of nothing. That's what this should have when it went out to go live. That's what it should have said. I don't know if it did or not because I can't see it. I hope y'all are fine though. I was out of the game yesterday at the UK game, and well, that stunk. But you know what? It is what it is, and then they hung right in there with them. So I'm not here to talk sport, but I'm giving you the down low on my weekend. Of course. All right, let's start looking at some of this weather stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up a couple of different forecast models, and I see comments are coming in, and I'll go over the comments at the end of this and try to answer questions or whatever, or if there's somebody on here spreading hate and all that, I'll address you too. So because that's just part of it lately. So we'll get in on that. All right, first we've got what I've done is there's a whole pile of forecast models that we look at, y'all, and we use them to determine rain or storms or snow or whatever. Okay, and of course temperatures. So what I've done here is I've put together two different ones I'm going to show you. This is what I look at to forecast weather. This is what I go to look at and try to come up with numbers with. So what this is, what I'm about to show you is one of those that you never hear me talk about. But this is one that's going to become a little more frequent, I think, in a lot of forecasts. Uh, Record low potential. This one says maybe not. This is out of everything I looked at. This one is the right around the warmest. This is keeping us in the low 50s in the morning. Well, that is still pretty cool, all things considered, but it's also, as we look at it, it's above records because your records are in the mid 40s for tonight, early tomorrow morning. For me, I'm in Lexington. If you're watching me and you're from somebody else, I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. So I'm specifically kind of going into those details around here. So that's what we've got that could show up in the morning. So this is one. Okay, this is the RRFS model. Okay, you never hear about it because it's been around a little while, but we're not pushing it as much. But again, it's about to take over some of the more up to date, high resolution stuff. But you look at that 50s. All right, we've been there, we've done that. Well, let's look at this. This says, and I titled it as it should be titled: record low potential, maybe not. Well, here's the one with the record low potential. This is called the WRF. And this had a really good handle on some of our numbers last week or toward the end of August, when we got down to that really, really cool stuff and we did break records. It had a good eye on it. And that's what you got to do. You got to find what's handling everything the best. I mean, you look up in Ohio. Now, I've got mid 30s trying to show with this model. Okay. Then here, low 40s. Well, guess what? That's a record. That's a record low. That's record low territory for us. So the potential of that chill being extra out there is extra high. So that's something that we will be watching very closely. So that would put us in record low territory. And it's crazy, right? We've been so chilly, then we've had some nice days, but this is truly what fall is. And it's what spring usually is. You get these really warm days, they're really nice, and then you get really cool at night. And so we get into that pattern back and forth. And it feels like for a lot of us that it has been a very long time since we've been able to do that, to nail that down and be consistent with our seasons. That's basically what we're talking about here. So we have been. So a little inconsistent. But anyway, if this comes into play, that's low 40s. Okay. That's low 40. That's chilly. I mean, you wake up in the morning, you deal with something like that. I mean, that's going to be a brisk little run to the car or whatever that you might encounter. So be ready for that potential. Okay. And that's everywhere, low mid 40s with this particular run. As you can see, I've got it showing up all over the place here on this map. All right. So the other big ticket item, we had gotten out of the pattern of wetness for a long time, right? We stayed dry. Well, over the past couple of days, we've actually picked up, well, more than a couple of days, for the past week or so, we've had some good rain. We've had some very beneficial stuff show up across parts of Kentucky. And I was going to pull that map up and show you all. So while I'm sitting here, I'll go ahead and do that. It's one of them I forgot. Let me tell you what happened to me. I was sitting here and I was like, you know what? I think I'll go live tonight. I haven't done that in a while. I'll go live and talk about everything because I'm not going to be at work. So I did, and here I am. What's wrong, map? And anyway, so I always turn on Seinfeld and watch it or something like that. I watch Seinfeld, Big Bang Theory. I watch Young Sheldon. I watch How I Met Your Mother consistently. Those are my go-to shows. And some of the folks at work were talking about this catfishing documentary that's on there for on Netflix. And so, son of a gun, I turned it on and well, I got sucked into it. I got sucked in, so I forgot what I was doing over here because I was looking because the TV's over here from me, and I was like, "Man, what? Oh man, this is messed up." So if you all see it, it's called Unknown Number, I think, a catfishing tale or something like that. Give it a go. It will shock you, and it's not that old of a case actually. It's just from a few years back. As a matter of fact, the person was convicted in it, and I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. So just watch it. Just give that a good watch. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something here. Let's pull this up. This is straight from a website. Again, I didn't have time to pull the map off, so I just pulled it up for you here. What this is, you've got rainfall over the past 14 days. Most of that happening last week. I grabbed the broadest one I can get my hands on here. And if you notice, we got spots down in southeastern Kentucky. Now they're overlapped, and there's nothing I can do about it, guys. I'm sorry. You've got a couple spots there, like in Breathitt County and over into Knott County, that are overlapping each other. But what that says is about 3 inches of rain, and that all fell again. Most when we had that rain come through for the most part, the decent rains. So you had about 3 inches there. You had in parts of Owsley County, you had almost 3 inches. You had 2.5 inches in Jackson County, in Jackson County, and then you go over to Pulaski County, 2.85, almost 3 inches, and then it just really drops off severely, especially as you get out to the west and into the north as well. Where I'm at in Lexington, picked up 3/4 of an inch or so, or about 2/3 of an inch on the north side of town. And then there was some more out at the airport. I haven't looked at the official number out there, but most of the rain fell right here. And when we were going into that severe weather mode on Friday, and some of you called me an idiot, we did get severe thunderstorms. We didn't get any tornadic activity, which is a blessing. I don't know how people get mad and they don't get tornadoes. It always blows my mind. But we ended up having some decent rains from that. Now we had some rough weather, had some strong winds, all that, but we also had some very beneficial rain, and that's where the bulk of this right here came from. So that's good stuff, y'all. I mean, really good stuff, because we had gotten so dry. Now, what's going to happen as we move through the next several days is we're going to stay dry. So I'm going to pull up another map over here. I've got to go. I've got monitors all around me, y'all. You just got to bear with me so I can see everything. Okay. All right. Now we'll pull this back up over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the rainfall potential in model form over the next several days, just like I would if I was sitting at the TV station. I could pull this up and I could show it to you. All right. The only difference is it looks a little different. You get to see what I see. Okay. This is what I look at when I'm looking at that stuff. So we'll run through it. This takes us into, I'm just going to hit play. I'm not even going to worry about it. So as this starts to play out, we're going through your Monday. Anywhere you see blues and oranges and reds or anything like that, that's rain. Okay, that's rain on this particular model. All right, we're into Tuesday of this upcoming week. We're into almost into Wednesday. There's Wednesday. Are you seeing anything, Kentucky? No, not really, not at all. Not in the first part of this. This takes us all the way into the upcoming end of the week and going into the weekend as well. And again, you see nothing. And I'm just picking this one. All of them look very similar. I mean, they all have a very similar look. I grabbed the GFS just because it was convenient and easy there, but that's an American model. A little spot there, here or there. Does everybody stay dry? Mm, there might be something stray that tries to go up, but at least through next weekend, which is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop it once it gets to Monday there. We end up pretty much on the dry side. I mean, that's where we were. That's where we're going. And it's all happening again. All right. That's it's tough. It's tough, especially when we've gone through all of this for such a period of time here recently where it has been on that dry level. This is a total rainfall forecast for that time. This is issued by the Weather Prediction Center, and there it is. And I titled this. I posted this too on Facebook a little earlier. I titled, "Here we go again. Rainfall potential through September 14th." None. None. There are limited rain chances trying to come together. As you see, you got those little spots here and there, but none. That's what we're looking at here. So nothing that could really measure up to keep us on track. So a very extended dry period is likely with this setup again for us. So it's just going to keep us on this elevated level like that. Stinks, you know? I mean, it really, really does. But I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at here all the way through September 14th. Man. And it's been like that. You know, we just came out of August and at the airport where we take our official readings here in Lexington. Well, over in Lexington. I'm not in Lexington right this moment, but over in Lexington's airport. And our rain gauge there was a half inch. It was the second driest on record. Second driest on record. So just a few years ago, I can't remember what year it was because my mind gets so scattered with everything. But a few years ago, we had the driest September on record, and it had zero. So it's you know, we've already gotten off to a decent start. Or at least we got some rain in the tank here, but still, it's not good. All right, let's. I'm gonna jump over here and see what y'all are talking about over here on the side. Let's go up to the top. 828. That would be the first comments that are coming in. And Rhoda says hello. Hello to you. Hello to Jessica. Hello to Steve and James Johnson. And I like that comment. See, these are the comments that matter. Thank you. When does the moon come up on Sunday night? When does the moon come up on Sunday night? Are you saying tonight? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're like? Yeah, I guess that's what you're saying. Well, you know, let's just look at the actual. I can't tell you the exact moment, the time. I don't have those memorized. I don't have sunrise memorized either. But I'll get it for you right now, lickety split. Don't you worry, and we'll find out exactly when it's coming. Okay, because that's what we can do together. Yes, continues me because I've got it all in front of me. I can do it all right here. It's not a big deal. Moonrise. I'm getting it for you, Moonrise. What time is it? Or what day is it? Today's the 7th. SEPTN 7th/8th in. I'll just generally do Kentucky. It's easy. It's easy to look at all that. Huh. I might have to do that. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by an ad there. But I'm back. It's okay. We're back. We're back to normal. I typed it into the wrong version there. Moonrise, Kentucky tonight. All right. It's going to spit it out here. It's going to give me some good information. And for Lexington, Winchester, moonrise is approximately 8:01. So the moon's up. Okay. I just haven't been outside and even noticed. But it'll be fully illuminated Moonrise 807 toward Louisville. Tonight's corn moon is what this is telling me. Will rise just a few minutes after local sunset, offering nearly perfect timing for moon gazing. And it was great last night. Last night it was beautiful. Tonight it's going to be even better. So there you go. That's what time it comes up for you. And that is Cheryl asking that one. All right. Hello from Whitesburg. I already addressed that one. Let's go on down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, Johnny. You are. All right. What else we got? People are loving the fall weather. I've got folks saying hello from Corbin. This is Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for watching down there. I'm hello from Syersville, my friend. Who is that? Steve Watson. Hey, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. And this is a good one right here. This is a good one. Ellen Whitley says, I'm sorry there's some idiots badgering you. Well, they just go somewhere. I don't know why they don't go anywhere else, but they're here. I haven't seen it yet on this chat. Maybe they'll come in. But I don't know. I haven't understood it. I've been doing this TV stuff and weather stuff for about 25 years. And in the old days, it was a phone call and an email. I think I once got a fax and letters. I still get letters like that. But now here's what the catch is: the communication is instant now, so it's easier to badger you and talk crap. So that's what it was, or what it is. But Alan, you know what? I've gotten so used to it that it just rolls off my back now. I get mad about it for a few minutes, but then it rolls off my back. All right, thoughts on Canadian air hitting us this winter? Maybe really cold winter. My guess. Well, I'll tell you what, Diana. We're getting very, very close to having some of that good data come out, and I don't know what the old farmer almanac said. I don't want to be mean. I don't care what it said. That's based on something completely different. But for me, this could be another rough one. There's that potential to be there. I saw a woolly worm the other day. It was all brown. Does that really matter? No. I mean, it's fun, but it doesn't really matter. So those are all great things to think about and just use for fun. So I don't like to just talk crap about all that stuff, but I mean, they're not effective. They're not effective ways of looking. All right, look at this one right here from June Ann Ward Lane. She says it is 59 degrees on my front porch at Williamsport. So already 59. My backyard thermometer says 61. So here we go. Hey, look at this. Anna Walker, hello from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Hello to you. I don't know if you're local at one time or if you're just watching from down there. And if you're watching from down there, thank you very much. I appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time. My good friends over the Appalachian Insider commenting here. So hello to you. I don't know which one of you it is, but Cody, if that's you, it's good to see you, buddy. And thanks for jumping on here. All right, Anna, I'm seeing another one. Anna says, and again, from Tuscaloosa, right? Yeah, that's the same Anna. It was a cool morning. Felt so good. Well, you know what? It was really, really cool up here. That was really cool. Now you gave away the whole story. But that's right. Blew my mind. Tonight's live stream brought to you by Netflix. Well, it would seem that way, but no, I just want to share whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm thinking. That's what the fun stuff with this is. I can sit back and I can just relax for a minute and be me and not be somebody that talks to you like this all the time. Hello, it's the weather. It's going to, I don't have to do that here. I can sit right here. I've got a polo shirt on. I've got a pair of shorts on, and this is the way it should be. Seeing a lot of you saying hi from wherever. Here's from Winchester. I'm in Winchester. You might be my neighbor. I don't know. You could be, though. All right, here's Ruby. Ruby's a frequent commenter and a top fan on Facebook, and I appreciate her so much. She says, we got a lot of rain, thunder, and lightning. Pretty bad. It was rough the other night on Friday night. Again, the severe weather was not on the extreme side, but we got it. We got some of that good stuff going. Craig Scott Stalker. Hello, my McGoffin County and friend. I'm not, on a live stream before I told a story about you, and or maybe it was on maybe it was just a comment back and forth, and you didn't remember the story when you were still a trooper and had to calm me down. So I'm not gonna bring it up. You don't remember it, so so I'm not gonna bring it up. And again, if you've commented, I'm working my way down the stream or the list of them here to see what y'all are saying. All right, let's see here. Braden Harper, one of the big time weather watchers and followers for us. Whenever the new drought monitor comes out on Thursday, do you think it's a possibility that parts of central and eastern Kentucky, excuse me, could get a severe drought added? All right, before I read the second part of this, um, Braden, I don't want to go into too much because I don't want to get on some kind of bandwagon. But Chris and I both we look at it, but we don't look at it. If that makes any sense. Some of that data is maybe it's a little too extreme at times. Maybe I need more. I need to dig in more with it, but I haven't really paid attention to it in a long time. There are certainly cases where it's accurate, but there's also a time that it's not, and everything is not always extreme, um, like some would have you believe. It's not always the end of the world. It's not always this. It's not always that. There's an in between, and that's where we are most of the time. Have we had some rough weather? Yes. Have we had some big things going? Yes. Okay. All of that is just part of that's part of the cycle there by itself. To have severe thunderstorms, you get them in the springtime in Kentucky. Very typical to get that. We've always had flooding. So has it happened worse? Yeah, and there are a lot of contributing factors to that. But second part of your question: do you think wildfires could become a concern over the next few days? And yeah, probably so, because what's happened here, Braden, is one of the other issues is we had that rain. Okay, you're thinking, oh, well, that makes it great, right? Wait a minute. The rain also brought some more leaves down a little prematurely. So now we're getting a little forest floor going that's got some more leaves and other things that will dry out quickly in weather like this. It'll be breezy, it'll be dry, it'll be warm. So there you go. So that could certainly set the stage for it over the next little bit. So yeah, Braden, you're good question there on both of them. One of them I just couldn't go into because I'll be called political one way or the other every time, and I try to stay away from that. Oh, there's Mariah Gibson. Look at that picture. Look at that. That's sweet. It's those two sweet faces right there. That's yeah, oh, that's so cute. All right. Somebody says Christmas is just 3 months off. Let me do the counting. October, November, December. You're right. You're right. I have to always count like that. You're right. It'll be here before we know it. All right, here we go. My good friend Brett Reese. He's the bird guy. I've had pictures with him posted here. He's a good guy, really good guy here. Moved to Kentucky from Washington State, and says, "Hope you're having a great night." Thank you. I am. Moon is rising. No eclipse for us as it finished before it rose for us in the Americas. That's right. That's right. So there we go. Let's see. Good evening, Jim. Could you please bring back 85 to 90 for a little while? Laura, I think that especially the 90 part is really gone. I'm afraid. I don't think we've got a shot at it anymore. Now it's happened before, but this pattern is just a little bit different. It's got bigger long range indicators that we're going to get deep intrusions of colder air here. So colder air. I'm not saying it's cold, it's colder air. Michelle, anything on the winter weather outlook? And again, the hints are that it looks pretty active like it was last year. That's just the early thoughts right now. And some cold, some snow, all that stuff. So, Michelle, that's what we're looking at. Facts are showing your. I don't even know if people still have fax machines. I don't even know. I have no idea. I think we've got some at work. I don't know if they're used. I don't even know if they're connected. Some of them are all big copiers all in one. So I don't know. Gonna be beautiful again. There we go. We've got this one starting. Yes, starting. It's gonna be beautiful going back out. You have a good night. Yeah, go back out there. Have a good time. Absolutely. Let's do this one. What's the weather for this coming Sunday? We're having a fish cookout here at the house. I live in Greensburg. Is that too far out? No, I can give you a good general idea, and it looks like it's going to be pretty solid running into that 70s to 80s and dry. I mean, dry is where we are in Greensburg as well. So when it's locked in like this, it's hard to break. And that's where we are right now. So we're going to hold on to that for a little bit. Hello from Frankfurt. Hello from here. Hello from the Saggers, the Sunnyvale Trailer Park. Which, if Corey, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the one close to the airport in London? I cannot remember. So just if you're still here, comment. Let me know. No, I won't be on tomorrow, Elijah. I'm off tomorrow. I've got a couple of days off, and then I've got a lot more off than that after that. But tomorrow I am playing in a chamber golf scramble here in Winchester, so I'm gonna be tied up with that for a big part of the day because it's a lot of fun. And then I've got some other odds and ends to take care of. I needed a couple of days off, and so I'm off. Gonna take care of those odds and ends. And Newport and Nicholasville, David, same. I mean, when I say dry, I mean dry. The dry part of this could last a long time. A long time. I'm only laughing at the next comment that I see pop up here, but I'll answer it. So the dry will hold on. So you're going to be dry. You're going to have nice weather though. There's one thing about this. It's comfortable. That is fantastic. But we still need that rain because it can turn into a tricky situation in a hurry. All right, here's one. Brent Peterson asks me, is the earth flat? I feel like it'd be a lot easier to walk on. Oh, wait. Well, Brent, it is not flat, despite popular internet belief now. And I don't want to tell any stories on you unless you tell me I can. So, but Brent's a good friend of mine and jumped on here. He knows how to stir me up. Here's another friend of mine. You'd think that my friends of mine wouldn't do this to me. What about the aliens I'm hiding? Mark Allen says. Well, Mark, you know what? I've got them in a bunker at the old Winchester warehouse out here. That's where they are. You can find them there. So go out there and examine it. All right, here's my friend Brent again. Brent is going to have a surgery done here in a couple of days, and we were all pulling for him, praying for him, hoping it's going to be okay. But Brent is going to have a big surgery, and well, let's all wish Brent well because he's going to need it. He's going to need a lot for recovery, and he's just a good guy. He's a good guy, so we're praying for him, and we hope everything works out for you as well, Brent. I don't want to say what's happening, but it's a major surgery because you can sue me somehow, I'm sure. Just like that time you fell in my yard. I thought for sure you were going to take me to court after that. Okay. No, Miss Camden. It is not. It is perfectly round. Perfectly round. Yes. You started commenting. I really started to like you, but I'm beginning to not like you. Oh, here's a good one. And if I could open the door and not have both of them tackle me right now, Archie's doing well. Archie's doing real well. He's in there somewhere. I couldn't have him in here because he barks like crazy. So I think I heard him bark just then. Archie. I hear him hollering in there. Not them hollering. They're not hollering. But yes, he's doing just well. 2000. I'm trying to figure out something here in 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He's 6 years old now. So when I had him on TV, Terry, he was a year old. He's so big now. So big and so sweet. Brent's thanking all of you for all the prayers and everything. And look at this. Brent Reese, the Birdman himself, the macaw whisperer, is telling you that. Same here with Jessica. Says prayers for your church. See, Brent, people like you. They forgot. You forgot about what? What did you forget about? I have to go back and look. That's why he's having surgery. Why is he having surgery? Mark, y'all are just killing me. You back and forth stuff. You've seen the flat Earth eclipse, right? It's just a flat bar across the moon. Whatever it is. But anyway, yins are funny. Yins are funny tonight. But all right, well, if a new question or two comes in, I'll answer it. But I'm gonna wrap this up here in just a second. But just to share the love and share the point, we're going through another dry period. It's going to be quite dry. I'll pull that up in just a second. So I now know what you're talking about. So let me get back to this because I get distracted by comments so easily. Brent says, when I found your backyard, that's what he's talking about. He forgot about that. Well, forget about it again. It never happened. That's not why you're having surgery. It's not because you found my backyard. Lord, can't have that. All right, Kathy here says, I can't stand this flat earth theory. My daughter and son-in-law both argue with me over this flat stuff. They're flat earthers. Okay, I get it. And you're not. I don't know where it came from. It's out there. When it flooded in Houston a few years ago, people started saying, if the earth is round, then why won't the rain run away? Why does it just sit there in Houston? That was a big thing, big conspiracy theory back then. As we've seen many times here, we watch the rain come down, and we watch the water flow, and we watch it go away. We watch it pour and run. They said it's flat. That's why it stayed like that. There were other reasons. There's a lot of concrete there now. There's a lot of concrete. There's a lot of blacktop. It didn't have anywhere to go. It just sat. It didn't absorb into that stuff. It doesn't absorb into that stuff. So that's what caused that flooding those years ago. You can look that up. I can't remember what year that was, but that's one of the first years I remember people really going on about flat Earth. Hey guys, I want in. What do you want into, Matthew? What do you want in? I mean, you're already playing golf in the morning, you know? I mean, what else do you want to do? Matt's one of my partners will be playing tomorrow. So I may have opened up a can of worms that can't be closed. Matthew Allen, what's your take on? Oh, that so you poked the bear. I can't see if you tagged him in that to get him over here. So yeah. I'm too like, you know what, Kathy? Me too. I'm old and I don't have time for crazy. I'm old and I don't have time for that crazy either. I just don't. So when you find that stuff, run on by it, y'all. Run on by it. Don't dig too deep. Everything's not a conspiracy, and everything's not being. We're not hiding everything up or hiding everything and keeping it locked up. I don't control the weather and don't do any of that. Mark, you're playing with me tomorrow too. You all, everybody's got to quit being so whiny. Everybody's been so whiny the past couple of days. Okay, especially Matt. And Brent's the one going through a major surgery on Tuesday. Anyway, y'all, since there's nothing else coming our way and the weather really isn't that extreme right now, it's just a quiet time. It's a comfortable time. Everything is not that serious. That's exactly right. 1000%. It's really not. You know, people have lived a long time and enjoyed life for a long, long time without worrying about this nonsense and this craziness. And sometimes I get mad and I say, well, what if they are doing it? What can you do? Can you stop them? So when do we start talking about aliens? Well, that's in my next one, Matthew. That is in my next one. I'll do that more exclusively when I get the aliens people on here. I'm hiding them in the cloud. What's the name of that movie? I want to watch it. It's where something is hiding in a cloud. I really want to see that. I don't know what it's called, but the story sounded really good. So whatever that is, maybe it's on Netflix. All I've got is George Costanza over here, still on mute. Mark Allen, I love you too. I do. Okay, well, Prayers to Brent. Brent, I'll see you later this week in person after the surgery. And Matt, did you send him the head cover, the parrot head cover? Because I didn't. I remember him asking about it, and I put it in a cart, but I didn't send it to him. Movie's called Nope. You're right. Hi, Florence. Florence, how are you, honey? You doing okay? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're on here hanging out with us tonight. Yeah. And Matthew answered the question. It's called No. Is it streaming anywhere? I'll have to look in a minute. I swear it wasn't me. I really wait. It was his neighbor. It was his neighbor. Okay. I put it in a cart. I was going to do it. I was really going to do it, but then it just didn't happen. Hi, Stephanie. It's good to see you. Thank you for jumping in. All right, but we are nearing the end of our time together. And as we get to the end of our time together, I remind you to do this. Join me on WKYT each weekday morning at 4:30 a.m. I'm there at 4:30 a.m. You should be on and watching at 4:30 a.m. That's what you should be doing. It's tough to get up that early, but turn us on. Let me tell you this funny story. There's only 43 of you left. The other day, one of my younger colleagues said, "Hey guys, did you all know that you can watch TV by hooking up this antenna thing, and you can get channels for free?" Victor and I both looked at each other and said, "Uh, yeah, that's what we talk about over the air." She said, "That's what that means?" I said, "Yes, that's what that means. Of course, you get all kinds of free channels. You get all kinds of free channels that are local here." So anyway, I'm not going to push anybody else's channel, but you can find them all on there. Aren't you? See, this is why you climbed to number one again. Thank you very much. It's going to be dry, Kayla. It really, really is. I should be in bed, but you know what? I don't have to work in the morning, so it's okay. I've got to get up early, but for me, if I get up at 6 a.m., that's great. That's late. That's very late. Have a great night. Good luck. Thank you, buddy. Come see us, and if I win, can we get the birds? Can we get the birds to do like an aerial parade or something? Can we get that? That'd be fun. Enjoy saying prayers for all. Of course, talking about Brent too, I'm sure. All right, y'all. You have a great rest of your night. I'll still post things on Facebook and stuff to keep you up to date because that's what I do. You can't escape it. You can't run away from it. The weather is always around you every single day. You know, you can get away from sports. You can get away from the news. Okay. And I hear so many of you say, "I do not watch the news anymore." I hear that a lot because it's always so depressing. But you can't get away from the weather because right now in my house, the air's running for a reason. Outside has caused it to do that. The weather, the temperature. So you can't get away from the weather. All right. You fine, wonderful folks. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow. And that's what we got. I love y'all and have a great rest of your day. See ya.